Well, we're back for another one. This is a doozy. We have a 2014 Kawasaki Concourse 1400 or Concourse 14. This one was really in a bad wreck. As you can see, the front end completely ripped off. The violence that this one went through was just crazy. I wish I knew the story. I mean, it ripped the frame. The throttle bodies popped out. It ripped and mangled the coils. It's just crazy. The header broke the valve cover. The back of the bike, not so bad. So the key to this bike would be to find a motorcycle that had the rear end destroyed. Here's the front end. It's surprisingly more intact than I would have visualized. The front forks are bent. I'm going to check the front wheel. It might be straight, but I know better. It's probably not. This is where the air filter goes. And part of the air box. The frame is just destroyed. The handlebars are destroyed. There's some parts that can be salvaged out of this one, but not a lot of parts. Let's go over how we made this happen. Oh, then there's this sticker. I don't know what that means, but I can only guess what that means. Looks like a biohazard sticker. We all can imagine what happened. But when you look at the subframe, it just ripped out of the mount. Anyways, so back to how I purchased this bike. So I bought it at Copart, Seattle, North Seattle lot. Out the door, $350. I drove up, got it myself. They loaded it with a forklift. Kind of cool idea is I laid this board, this piece of plywood, down in the bed of my truck. Then I had the forklift lay the bike on the piece of plywood. Then when I got home, because I don't have a forklift, I had the motorcycle lift in the garage, jacked it all the way up so it's almost level with the bed of the pickup. Then I hooked a come-along to the piece of plywood, and the other end of the come-along I hooked to this ballard, and I used a chain and I drug it completely out of the pickup onto the lift, which worked actually surprisingly really well. Then the next mission was to get the motorcycle upright, and granted, I'm by myself and it's laying sideways on the lift. So I was able to scoot the bike off of the lift onto the ground, leaning up against that wall. Then I took a strap and a high lift, and jacked the front end of the bike up so I could put the kickstand or the center stand down, and I was able to get the bike upright, which it would be better if it was on the lift like this, but I will take it. I'll take this all day long. Now I can actually tear the bike apart. I mean, I was kind of dreading having to tear the bike down on laying on its side on the floor. Can be done. You just got to cut a lot of parts off, and that's not ideal. So anyways, I bet you this engine runs. I don't see why it wouldn't, but unfortunately I can't verify that it runs, and so I'm gonna have to part the engine out. Be a lot of parts coming. Be a big scrap pile by the time I'm set and done. But well, thanks for watching, guys. This was a pretty mangled bike. It's probably the most mangled, demolished motorcycle I've ever purchased, and I was able to unload it and get it home, which that's a feat in itself. So without having a forklift on your other end. It's easy when you have a forklift, but I don't. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Give me a like and a subscribe if you like this stuff, and maybe throw a comment down there and tell me what you think of it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.